Yo, what's up YouTube? It's the Master Gamer giving you a brand new video. In this video, we are going to be going over the new patch that dropped today, this morning. You got the patch notes pulled up right here, so let's just go right into it. First thing on the list, players in the IR will now be usable in regs. So that's very huge for the upcoming Vegas tournament. That's going to be in regs. So now we're going to be able to use players based off just the team's overall roster and not be limited to the players that aren't on the IR, so that's great to see. The next is they added some kind of speed parity scale. The way I interpret this to mean is that essentially players that are faster will feel faster and you won't get caught from behind by linemen like you have in years past. It's a really old legacy issue that I know they've been working on. This might finally be the last one they need to get the entire situation fixed. I don't know, but that's definitely what they're trying to do with that. Franchise I'm not really going to touch on. They fixed the previous play bug, so now we're going to be able to get previous play turned off in competitive modes, so the future of online games for qualification will have previous play turned off. That's awesome. Moving on, we have general stability improvements, which can mean anything. So I don't know what goodies we have in store for us from the general stability improvements. Hopefully that's these things. I don't know though. So, we'll see. Franchise updates, whole lot of them. Arcade sims, all that kind of stuff. Visual updates, I don't really care. They just made players look more realistic. Gameplay tuning updates. So, screenplays were kind of wonky. You couldn't really throw to the running back right away. Now you can. That's pretty much all that is. Then, increasing the frequency of broken tackles when players go for strips. Strip fumbles were still a problem. I would have liked the frequency of fumbles to go down, but this is how they seem to tune it consistently, where you just break more tackles when you go for strips. Whatever. I guess that's a nerf to strips, so that's good at least. Moving on, we go into real player motion, and they kind of readdress the player speed parity scale. I'm not really going to go break that down again, but that's pretty much what it is. They increase the difference in speeds per player. Then, again, fix a small bug. This all is just going to be fixed bugs, so this is going to be a bug with PA end around getting fixed. Gang tackles being ruled down. Like, all of these are just kind of quick little bugs, nothing really too crazy that you see consistent. Yeah, and then ball carriers falling down after broken tackles when he didn't fall down. Again, all just small bugs that really don't need to be too hung up on, just you won't see them. Free play, so now this is actually really important. In 3-5 normal, you can sub in DBs like the rest of the nickel packages. So in 3-5 odd, nickel normal, big nickel over G, I think double A gap, you could all get safeties at linebacker. And for some reason in 3-5 normal you couldn't. Now you can, so that's a really nice change. They changed chew clock and excel clock a little bit so you had more time to snap the ball, because auto motion plays you would kind of get delayed games. That's nice to see. It's not too huge, but it's nice. And then they fixed a grieving issue, which is always frustrating when you got a guy spiking the ball 15 times a play somehow and then taking delays of games, and it's frustrating. They changed pass coverage slightly, so quarter flat zones are going to react a little better. That's something that I personally had asked for, and I'm really happy that it's kind of been pushed through. Quarter flats kind of played very slow. I think they're going to play a lot more aggressively towards the flats when there's a flat defender that they're supposed to cover. So that's good to see. Going into catching, it says nothing here about aggressive catches, and that's frustrating me. Hopefully it's something that's changed soon, because I'm getting really tired of getting agged. They fixed an issue on halfback pass. Cool. Added functionality where non-user players don't get possession catches. Cool. I haven't really seen that, but cool. And then they fixed the thing where if you catch a touchdown but the ball gets knocked out, they still roll it a touchdown. They fixed that, so now it's no longer going to be a touchdown when it gets knocked out. In terms of blocking, this is very interesting. They made it so blockers wouldn't I don't exactly know, but they decreased the chance of disengages from double teams. Don't exactly know what situation it is. I need to look more into it, but cool. Definitely intrigued. They also changed the way blocking works in run plays so that you kind of be able to run on odd fronts. It's been an issue for years where the guards wouldn't really target who they were supposed to target. and it'll allow people to come free when they definitely shouldn't come free. So they fixed that, and that's cool to see. It's gonna make running make more sense, as opposed to just kind of like, oh, well, this should work, and then somebody comes through the A gap and you have no idea why. It'll fix that. Fixed another bug with one of the weird I formations and fullbacks causing issues. That's been a thing for the entire year, so they're fixing a lot of those. They fixed pull blockers, so cool. I don't really know exactly what that is. It wasn't very specific, but they fixed it, so cool. There's definitely been some issues with pulling blockers, so maybe it's fixing one of the things I'm thinking of, but I don't want to say something and not be right, so I'm not even going to mention the specifics. And they changed blocking logic for 4-6 normal, Fire Zone 3, which is a big pain point for a lot of people that play MUT, so they added that in there as well. PC updates, don't care. Sorry. Now, one more thing that's interesting, I'm not going to really touch on the previous play thing, and I kind of already get that. Increased leaderboard and online tournament integrity to give us more control of our online competitive environment. I don't know if that's specific to previous play, but I'm really not concerned, but curious to know as to what that change is going to bring. Hopefully it's good. I just don't know what if it's being specific to previous play or something else. My guess is previous play, because it's all under kind of the bold previous play server toggle. But it could be something else, and they could have more control over that, and maybe they changed the way the leaderboards work. I don't know. But, yeah. That being said, guys, that's the patch notes. If you have any questions on the patch, ask them down below. I could cover it in another video. That being said, I hope this video helped you out. It's been the Master Gamer, and I'm out.